Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel, and today we'll be playing a little bit of a different card game than usual. I'm going to be playing with my twin brother Jacob. Alright, Jacob.
I'm not Jacob.
Are you sure? You guys look exactly like Jacob does. You know, red hair, freckles, glasses.
You're kind of stupid if you think I'm Jacob.
This is actually my sister Hannah. She'll be joining us today. And so today we're going to be doing something I hope is going to be a series where we get to, each week I'll be trying a different card game. I do Legends of Runeterra and Magic the Gathering on the channel, but I want to be doing sort of introductions and videos about different card games. And so today we'll be playing a personal favorite of mine and my sister's. It's Star Realms.
You're wrong. We're not going to be playing. You're going to be destroyed in a game called Star Realms.
Okay. So before we start the game, before Hannah destroys me, is what I meant to say. I'm going to talk about the game a little bit. So, we're just playing with the traditional Star Realms deck.
Two-player deck.
Two-player deck. It's really simple, really. Each deck is made for two people. So if you have one deck like we do, you can play with two people. If you add another deck, just another one of the basic decks, and then shuffle them together, you can play with four people in the same game. And that goes for 6, 8, 10, 12,
12,
and so
14,
on.
16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30.
And if you have an odd number of people, you can even have someone else be on like a team. So that's how. There's a lot of expansions that we're not going to be talking about. There's just so many of them. So you can look those up. If you're looking to get one of these, if you enjoy our video and think it'd be really fun, you can buy them at your local
Card
store, comic book shop, maybe even Target. They have this game sometimes. And it's a lot of fun. So let's talk about it real quick. Each person starts out with a deck. Their deck consists of 8 scouts and 2 vipers. So vipers, I'll just bring it up here, deal 1 damage, and scouts give you 1 mana. Thanks, Hannah.
You're welcome.
And you basically start the game by drawing a deck of 5, and you can buy anything from the shop. So in the shop, there'll be 5 different ships, and we'll demonstrate that in a second here. Or you can buy explorers. Now, there's an unlimited number of explorers. They're basically a 2-mana ship that when you play it can gain you 2. That gives you 2 mana. This is a deck building game.
In your discard pile.
Oh, it's just
You do not. Oh, wait, that's not. I thought that was your deck.
So, this is a deck building game. So your deck starts like this, but then you can buy ships from the shop, and they go to your discard pile. And then when your deck's empty, you shuffle your discard pile into your deck. So essentially, you're building a deck and adding ships to your deck, and different ships do different things, and so you really want to have all those synergies. The ships all belong to one of the 4 different regions. There's the Machine Cult, which is shown by the red symbol, and their main focus is scrapping cards in your hand or discard pile to make your deck smaller and get rid of the bad cards.
There's Blob.
Hannah's favorite is the Blobs. The Blobs like to do a ton of damage and draw cards as well.
They're represented by the green infinity.
So then we have the
symbol.
Trade Federation, which likes to gain authority, which is basically life, and then you have the
Star Empire.
the Star Empire,
Represented by Yellow Star.
which likes to deal damage and make your opponent discard cards.
Yes.
The way you win is you take your opponent's life total down to 0, and we each start at 40.
40.
So I'll give you 40 life. I'll give 40 life.
And they're purple.
Hannah's favorite color. Alright, so I'll shuffle these in.
Okay.
And we'll get started with the game. Hey guys! Alright, so I know you probably just saw us, but it's been a while for us. We've been...
You can just edit this out. It's kind of awkward.
It is awkward, you know what? But we're an awkward channel. And you can live with that, right?
Yeah, I can live with that.
Alright, who's going first? Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
Rock,
Watch, my
paper,
sister's gonna cheat.
scissors, shoot.
Oh, see, she cheated. I won.
Fine. 2 out of 3.
No, I want to go first. So I shuffled my deck, and now I look at the top 3 cards. They are all scouts.
Oh yeah, you get to do 3 times.
So I'll let you guys see that.
So the person who goes first only draws 3 cards of their deck instead of 5.
And then Hannah gets to draw 5. So I get to buy anything for 3.
You could buy a trading post.
I think I'm going to buy a supply bot. So it's a 3-mana Machine Cult that gives me 2 mana, and I might scrap a card in my discard pile.
Okay, so
it also has, if I control another Machine Cult ship, I get 2 damage.
I'm going
and it goes to my discard pile now that I bought it. So Hannah gets to start her turn.
Shuffling really fast to make sure that I'm not just getting all Vipers. That would be horrifying. So
that would be.
Scout.
You can only have 2 Vipers.
Scout. 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 Scout.
She's a cheater. I told you guys.
I am not a cheater.
I said watch. She's gonna cheat. Look, she just cheated.
I'm gonna use my 2 of my scouts to buy an explorer.
Really? Because the cutter is just 1,000 times better.
And then I'll just buy a cutter.
I would have bought a cutter and a trading post, but you know what?
What the heck? It's fine. I can choose what I want to choose.
2 damage, Hannah.
Ooh.
So I'll buy a Missile Bot. It's another Machine Cult ship that gives me 2 damage, and I may scrap a card. And I also, if I control another Machine Cult, I get 2 extra damage. They give you these little token things that are like double-sided for like life count things, but it's easier to use a phone.
I'm breathing fire on you.
I think I'll actually take this.
Oh, a trade bot. The trade bot gives 1.
That's what I wanted. No. Okay, your turn, Hannah. So the thing you have to note is like when you're playing 2-player or even like 4-player, because of how the deck is sized and ratioed, you're never gonna have all of one class or all of one faction.
So I got 3 scouts and 2 vipers. So you'll take 2 damage, and I'm going to buy a trading post.
You're never gonna have all ships of one faction. You're usually gonna have 2 or even 3 sometimes. We have to put a new ship in. Blob Wheel.
Blob
so
wheel.
You're noticing. So what you're gonna notice is that Hannah's bought 2 Trade Federation ships, and I've bought 2 Mech World. And so now we have Blobs, and we have Star Empire. So the important thing to note is that now we're going to have to start buying ships from the Star Empire and Blob factions in order to start getting ships from the factions we want. And that's why Machine Cult is sometimes the most powerful, because it either lets you scrap cards you don't want anymore because you switched factions, and there's even a base. Base is like a stationary ship that gives you an ability each turn, but it can be destroyed using damage. So, real quick, Blob Wheel. It's got 1 damage, so it gives you 1 damage each turn. It costs 3, and it has 5 health. So if I do 5 damage to it, it dies. So that's sort of the idea. So I had 2 cards left in my deck. I drew both, and now I have to draw 3 more after shuffling my discard pile. So now I'm going to have all the ships I bought earlier in here now. So I'm going to buy a trade bot. Or no, I won't. I have 4. Yeah, okay, never mind. I'm going to buy 1 recycling station, because that's 4 mana. And I have 4 scouts. And because of my Viper, Hannah will take 1. We got a new ship. It was another Star Empire ship. And I'll Hannah go. For a faction ability to work, you have to have 2 of the same faction ships. So Hannah does not have another Trade Federation, so she won't get the 4 damage. But if she did, she would have gotten 4 damage.
So
it's part of the deck building process.
I'm 41 health, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could probably buy.
She can buy whatever she wants. She can almost buy Fleet HQ, which is all ships get 1 damage. So the more ships you play, the more damage you get. And the thing about the Star Empire is that it has a lot of cards that let you draw. So you can draw, you can play a ship and you get to draw another card because of that ship's ability. Blobs also do this. So if you have Fleet HQ and you can draw 1, 2, 3 cards in a turn. You 1, 2, 3 cards in a turn. Like, see, this Blob Fighter says draw a card if you have another Blob. You can draw a ton of cards, and Fleet HQ does a lot of damage.
Blob.
Wait. Ooh, Blob World. That's
Oh, Blob World.
so it has 7 health. It costs 8. Oh, hit the camera on accident. It gives you 5 damage, or draw a card for each blob you play this turn. So say you play 3 blobs. Activate Blob World, you get to draw 3 cards and maybe play more blobs. It's pretty broken. Alright, so I get to draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I got a Missile Bot. So I'm going to scrap a Viper in my discard pile. Because that's where I went after the last turn. So scrapping it means I just yeet it. It's out of the game.
He literally yeeted it.
So now my deck is a little smaller, so I don't have a Viper anymore. Yeet.
Stop yeeting it. You're gonna lose cards. Oh my gosh.
Sorry. I'll just. Oh, shaking the camera. I'll just put it on the ground right here. So I have 1, 2, 3 mana. So I'll buy a trade bot.
Blob Carrier. Oh my gosh.
That is in love. I'll also buy a Imperial Fighter. And I'll have no more mana.
Blob Carrier
you take
does
3 damage, Hannah, because of my Missile Bot. Deals 2 damage.
Oh, you're so mean. Blob Carrier does 7 damage, and if you have another blob ship, you can acquire any ship without paying its cost and put it on the top of your deck. That's overpowered. I take 3.
It's amazing.
You're messing up the curtains. Dude, it looks fine right now. Come here.
No. This is making the final cut no matter what. Guys, let me know if you like our content and if you want to see more videos like this one.
They don't.
Like and subscribe, obviously. Hey, Hannah.
I'm going to get a blob fighter.
Blob Freighter. So that's a 1 cost chip.
It's just blob fighter.
Sorry. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana and 1, 2 damage. I choose to scrap a card in my hand, and if I do that, I don't actually get the effect of the card. So if I scrap a Scout, which is in my hand, I don't get the mana. I will scrap a Scout, BTW, so I have 4 mana.
So I'm taking 2?
Yes. BTW. What am I, like a 14-year-old girl?
What?
12-year-old girl? 12-year-old teenager?
I'm 24.
Hannah's 12.
No, I'm not.
So, I chose to scrap the Scout. Hannah took 2, and you have to discard a card on your next turn. And I bought the Patrol Mech, so it's your turn now.
I got a cutter.
So you have to discard one of those and put it in your discard pile. So, Scout goes to your discard pile.
Wait, why? Because you made me discard one?
Yeah, because of my Imperial Fighter. And then you also get 4 damage on me because
so
this
you take 4.
This is allied with the training post, so I'll take 4.
6. I'm gonna buy Blob Carrier.
Oh, painful.
So
Command ship. That looks pretty sweet.
and so another thing about this game is for the stationary things like this that they stay out on the board, and also some of them say outpost. I don't know if you guys can read that, outpost. That means that when Adam does damage to me, he has to go through the outpost first.
Yes, that is correct. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 manas. And I get to scrap a card in my discard pile. So I will scrap a Scout. Get out of here, Scout. Pay 3 mana for the cargo ship. 1 mana, draw a card.
What is the
Revealing a mech battle mech. Wow, I wish I had that.
battle
right
mech?
now.
Oh my gosh.
I'll use the rest of my mana to buy a trade pod.
I'm doing 6 damage to you, 7 damage to you.
Hold up. That's not fair. 7 damage, so...
And I may destroy target base or scrap
25.
a card in the trade row.
You're gonna have to scrap a card in the trade row. Blobs can... Oh, I'm shaking the camera. Blobs can sometimes do this.
I'm going to discard battle mech. Scrap, sorry.
So it goes to the scrap heap down on the floor.
And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can't... Well, I could get Space Station, but that's not with any of my divisions. So I'm just going to get another trading post.
Okay, and she reveals a Corvette. I'm going to choose to use a recycling station to discard my Scout and my Viper to draw 2. And since I have no cards left in my deck, I have to shuffle my discard pile. So I have 2 Star Empire bases, or of a base and a ship. So I get 2 extra damage off the Imperial Fighter. So right now I have 6 damage, which means I can kill your trading post and deal 2 to you.
Just 2 to me?
Not
It goes
yet.
in discard, right?
Because
Oh.
Not yet. I still want to draw the 2 before we do anything. Survey ship and a Viper. So the survey ship lets me draw 1 more card. I'll draw a Scout.
Oh.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. Wait, what?
So you
No,
do
I don't
5
have
damage?
9. I only have. No, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. So I'll buy a Corvette. And reveal a Embassy Yacht.
Scout.
The Embassy Yacht
Viper,
gives you 3 life, 2 mana, and if you have 2 or more bases in play, draw 2 cards. So if you have 2 bases, you get to drop 2. Oh, Hannah got.
So I got a Blob Fighter and a Viper, so Adam takes 4 damage.
Oh, my recycling station, because it's an outpost, dies.
And I have 3 Scouts, which means I have 3 mana, which means that I can buy the Embassy Yacht.
Whew, spicy. I may scrap 3 cards. I can have. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. 7 mana. One
Thank
short.
goodness.
One short of the command ship. So I will buy the trade bot. I'll choose to actually do 5 damage with the control mech and draw
Oh my
a
gosh.
Explorer.
So I got a Viper, a Trading Post, a Scout, and a Scout. So I could
The
buy
battle pod.
the Battle Pod, which I will go ahead and buy.
And then there's a trade bot.
Scouts
1,
and a
2,
trade
3,
bot.
4, 5, 6, 7. One away from the command ship once
Wait,
again. One short again, so I'll buy a trade bot. Shuttle. I'll buy a Federation shuttle. I'll buy a freighter for 4 mana.
So I get an additional 4 damage done. So Adam does 5 damage.
I get
Well, he
5.
takes 5
I'm
damage.
down to 20.
I can buy the Battle Blob. The Battle Blob does 8 damage and draws a card if there's another blob ship.
So for my 5 cards, I got a recycling station, a Corvette, a freighter, and 2 scouts. I'll choose to discard the 2 scouts to the recycling station. Boop. So I drew these 2. So, Corvette, I get to draw a card. It's a scout. Survey ship, I get to draw a card. It's a trade bot. Both trade bots can have me scrap both of the scouts in my deck. And I have 4 mana from the freighter. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. None from the recycling station and none for the Corvette. With 8, I can buy the command ship, which is a 8 mana, gain 4 life, deal 5 damage, draw 2 cards. It gets,
3, 4, 5.
so Hannah, you get to draw 1 more card from the blob fighter because you have another blob.
I got an Explorer.
Nice.
Okay, so I gain 3 health, so...
Hannah's at 33 and I'm at 20. What is happening?
Actually, you're at 10, because I do.
No, you have to go through my recycling station.
So you take 7 damage. I get to acquire any ship without paying its cost and play it at the top of my deck. And I get...
Boo, you killed my recycling station.
Yeah.
Boo.
And I also have 3, so...
No, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, so I have 5, so I can
Can't buy Blob World, but... Or you could buy Blob World if you got rid of the Blob Wheel.
And then I'm going to acquire Blob World
Wait, no.
using...
Acquire any ship. That is not a ship, that's a base.
That's stupid. Okay. So I'm going to scrap Blob Wheel
It
in
goes
order
to
to get
this-
Blob World, which does 5 damage.
So scrapping the Blob Wheel gets Hannah 3 mana, which is what she needed. And now you can acquire any ship still.
So I guess I get the Blob Fighter.
Another
And it goes on
Blob
top
Fighter.
Of mine.
So many Blob
So then
Fighters.
I'm going to pass my turn.
Alright, I get to scrap 3 cards. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 points?
No.
Oh.
9 mana.
And that's what
I'll buy a
That's
fleet-
what points are.
I'll buy a Fleet HQ and I won't buy anything else.
So I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And if you scrap this, it's 10.
Hold on.
11.
Oh, I get to draw a card.
Ah! I'm dead. You can scrap both trading posts in order to get 6 extra damage by scrapping them, which is they're
Done.
You get
You
6,
get rid of
12. Overkill.
And that's it. I won. I told you were gonna get destroyed.
But
So now, in order to prepare the deck for the next battle, we have to separate all of the Vipers, Scouts, Explorers, and cards from the main central deck so that we're prepared to play the next game.
that has been Star Realms. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a lot of fun, even if I got my butt whooped by my sister.
Your younger sister.
My younger son, don't rub it in. Anyway, guys, I hope you like this. We'll be doing more videos like this in the future where we go and sort of diversify the card games we play. I don't know. I don't know how this will go. I think I'm going to love this series.
Yeah.
Maybe if Hannah stops kicking my butt, I'll like it more.
I will probably appear in more videos too.
Hopefully. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Well, we will see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.